I just hit play, heck. What are you complaining about? Okay. Hopefully that's going. I'm just gonna let everybody know that is happening. I'm just gonna let everybody... Hopefully your day has been going good. I had one of those days where I had to do something in the middle of the day, so like the morning was spent waiting, so I just didn't really get much done today, but that's okay. I ran into some friends while I was out, which is always a delight, so that was quite cool. And I got to go to the library, and I had to print stuff, and I told myself, you don't need to rent any movies, you have plenty of movies to watch, and I still came home with 5 movies, so that clearly worked. But today I'm going to be assembling some squigs. Hi! How's it going, Otto? It's good to see ya. Hello, the Pug Mage. How are you? I don't know which of these we're gonna put together tonight. I haven't even opened this box, but look how many squigs there are! So many squigs and so many goblins. And I still hold the belief that I'm gonna open this box and that they're all gonna be beautifully assembled and ready for me to play with and paint. Like, I don't know what it is. I always expect that to be the case. And, it's not going to be. It's absolutely not going to be. When I open this up, it's still gonna be... Yep, look, there it is. Still just plastic. Ugh. Let's get that out of here. So many options. This is just all well, it's not all squigs. It's almost all squigs. I do like this guy with the symbols. Oh my god, some squig critters. So we should have 25 minis in total. It's like we got one set of squig herders, 2 of the big squigs, a loom boss, and then a set of just the general squigs. It is very much, oops, just squigs. Absolutely. Ooh, gas station snacks. Chex Mix usually slaps pretty good if you haven't had it in a little while. Gas station gummy worms, white cheddar popcorn. Those little bags of mini donuts, goldfish. What do you guys think we should put together first? There's a lot of choices. Having a little bit of indecision here. There's just so much going on. You think we should put together the Loon Boss first? Now, I've actually assembled and painted a Loon Boss before when I was first starting out. My friend Balnor and I did a trade, art trade with miniatures, and this was the model he asked for, and I painted this squig up to look like a giant strawberry. That sounds nice, Keegan. Hey, welcome, Atomic Topher. I'm trying to decide what to assemble. I really kind of love the idea of painting this little guy with the bagpipes, and these squigs are all pretty ridiculous. They also don't look that hard, maybe? like, they look easy in terms of assembly, so I might start with the squig herd. I think that's what I'm gonna do. If I can find the right sprues. Oh, this has gotta be one of them. Maybe? It's gonna be a little bit hard to tell what's a Boingrot Bounders sprue and what's a Squig Herd sprue. I think those are probably all together. I'm trying my best. Okay, I think this one's regular squigs, and this one's regular squigs. Oh, look at that! A leg fell off. Somewhere we have either an extra or a missing leg. Oh, it goes right there. Okay. So we've got a leg already. And then these ones. Okay, that's what we're gonna start with. You are in time for the Squigalanche. Yes, absolutely. First casualty, a leg. Correct. Are these for another clown project? Maybe. Stay tuned around here. You never know. Oh dear. They didn't specify which size bases these are on. But I think the Boingrot Bounders are on the bigger ones, and these guys are on the smaller ones. I have so many other projects that I should be doing. Working on the video, but that's like, I felt like that was a tomorrow project. I'll probably work on my latest video tomorrow, and depending on how quickly I'm able to finish it up, I might be able to start editing on Monday, because we have the day off for Martin Luther King Day, which is pretty cool. I like any and all Mondays that I don't have to work on. Oh yes, cotton candy is definitely at the intersection of clown and candy. Now I have several ideas for the Mangler Squigs that I am hoping I have time for. But kind of just want to have extra clown potential scattered about for if it ever becomes relevant. Okay. Yeah, you need to find a job, like, if you want all the holidays off, you have to find a job that closes on all those holidays. That's the one you want, where you don't have to request off, the job is just closed. Gotta pay attention to businesses in your area that shut down for every holiday. Those are the ones you want. Oh, are you gonna build guard soda, or are you gonna build something cool? Sorry, that sounded really mean. You can build guard if you want to. I don't know why why I was so angry about that. Obviously, it doesn't get any cooler than a Squigalanch. I just don't like assembly in general. But I find I like it a little bit more. Maybe if maybe I just want the audience, which is why these streams seem to help. But I hate assembly less when you guys are around, so it's not a perfect solution, but it helps. Guard are cool. Cry. Sorry, I was mean. I didn't mean to be. Ooh, you're gonna build Necromunda? What Necromunda are you building? I need to finish painting mine, like I said before, but here we are. Not doing that. I'll get round to it. But you know, I bought new big shiny things, so I got excited. That's just how it goes. That's science, pretty much. Get the new thing, and then other things aren't as exciting. Tractor with a gun sounds pretty cool. Focusing on a single thing is fine. I wish I could do that more than I currently do. I just keep having so many wonderful ideas that I want to chase, and that's fine. I don't want to limit myself from doing a project that sounds fun. I hobby as a way of just enjoying things and having a nice time. So, I mean, I'm not going to enjoy this assembly, but I will enjoy painting the actual squigs themselves. That part's going to be really fun. Hopefully, this assembly is tolerable and the models aren't too complicated. All the better to get this done now, though. I'm sure that once the new codex drops, I don't know when that's supposed to come out. Maybe Mr. Miniatures Rundown himself will remember, but I think we're supposed to get a Gits codex this year. Of course, with that, we'll probably get some really cool new minis. Then no one will care about the minis that, you know, I have, but thus is the way of the release cycle monstrosity. It will not take me until 2033 to finish assembling. Okay, that's just uncalled for, Brady. Gosh. I'll be done assembly way before 2033, thank you. I don't know what's up with my plastic glue tonight, but it's acting weird. Just fine. Gits is one of the next battle tomes. Okay. It's out so soon that in the points update they specifically said Gits weren't in there because they're getting a book real soon. Okay. Well, you know, soon for Games Workshop can mean a lot of things. I don't know if you've heard me complain forever about it. And then I also didn't even remember to pre-order it today when I was at the game store. But I want that new Demon Prince. I should have pre-ordered that while I was at the game store, but the thought just didn't occur to me. Maybe that's a sign that I shouldn't get a new kit just because it looks cool. And and I should save it for a reward after I've painted up some of the projects that I already have. The new Demon Prince is $80? Are you kidding me? One model is $80? He's $80? That's so sad. I thought he'd be like... I mean, I knew he was gonna be marked up, right? The hope was that he was like 40. The realistic hope was that he was like 65. Man. 80 bytes. 80 gosh dang dollars. Well, maybe I won't be getting a Demon Prince. Fuck. That's spenny. It's hard to guesstimate what GW costs are gonna be, to be fair. But, like, you think about it, and he was in that Slaves to Darkness FOMO box, and that was, like what? Probably, like, $180, $200? I don't remember the price of it. But that's considering him a good third of the value in that box. I mean, I guess I'm not really one to talk about model costs since I'm working on my Imperial Knights right now, and those are probably amongst some of the worst in terms of cost for model. I like that this one is like a rocket squig. Both of his little leggies are like going back. He's going like zoom. Sell soul, but it's still not enough for the price of a Demon Prince. Nah, I mean, I have some models that I can, like, sell. I don't think I need to go to selling souls just yet. There's a couple other places we can go first. But, you know, like, I have a ton of Nighthaunt that I could sell off, because I'm not really doing anything with them. It's just, I'd like to get more than one single model with the money if I did that, so that kind of sucks. All the more reason I can save that Demon Prince for later. He'll still be around. Plus, with the amount of knights I've got to paint, I'll probably start to get sick of bigger models after a while. What's the ghost demon exchange rate? I don't know. I think I have, like, probably close to 2,000 points of Nighthaunt. If not actually 2,000 points of Nighthaunt, but I don't love how I painted them anymore. I don't really have a desire to repaint them, and I don't think that I'm going to play them in Age of Sigmar anytime soon. My nostalgia for them is solely based on the fact that almost all of them all the models were gifted to me by folks when I first started getting into Warhammer. However, it's just harder to let go of things that were gifted than things that, like, I can be like, oh, well, I bought this for me and I'm not really having a good time with it. don't know. Like I said, their paint job is pretty eclectic, I would say at best. I used like a teal, like a neon teal-y blue for the ghost parts. And then I have like this orange and yellow cape sort of look to them. I can dig them out at some point. But yeah, I don't really think that's a color scheme that anyone's gonna love. That's okay though. Sometimes you just have to, and like, I was very enthusiastic about them when I got them, and I had a good time painting them, so that's an important part of the process. Gloomspite gets where the army I originally wanted for Age of Sigmar, but I was like, you don't need to buy a Horde army. You already have a Warhammer 40k Horde army, so why don't you just not get another one? So that you can not be spending your money on all these miniatures. I don't think that worked out. Oh yeah, ghosts are inherently Halloween-y. That's kind of why I keep them around. I'm always like, well, I could repaint them, or I could do, like, kit bashes with them. I could do some sort of Halloween project. The ideas just never seem to quite come together. But later, I did come to the realization that I enjoy the painting aspect of Age of Sigmar and Warhammer in general far more than the gameplay aspects. So, I think that's always going to kind of be where my heart is in this process. So instead of buying armies that I think, or even really painting armies, like the Demon Prince, I don't have a Slaves to Darkness army. I don't really intend to get a Slaves to Darkness army. Like, the majority of the models in that line don't really appeal to me. I just want to paint the Demon Prince because I think he's cool. I don't know what is up with this tube of plastic glue. It's acting a little funky. I do now have plastic glue all over my fingers, which is not a fun feeling. Imagine buying, assembling, and painting minis to do something like playing with them. Yeah, imagine that. So weird that that's the goal. I have so many things that I want to accomplish in the next couple of months, hobby-wise. But what I should really be doing is making sure that my my Malifaux crew is painted up, since I have that game with Mark to play at Adepticon. Hello, Hello, Draken Krisinger. That's an awesome name. Welcome. I am poorly assembling some squigs. How are you? What's on your hobby table tonight? One second. I'm making sure that my phone is charging. Which it is, but the battery's also draining as I attempt to stream. So, hopefully, we won't lose the camera. That would be bad, but has definitely happened once or twice before. Currently, we're good. We'll see how that looks like 20 minutes from now. Hi, 80. How's it going? Painting anything interesting? I wish I were painting. I still think it's a conspiracy that I have to assemble these models before I paint them. Whoever decided that that would be how this hobby was done, I would like to scream at them just a little bit. Oh, I did something really dumb today. You know how, well, I actually don't know. I made a TikTok account a while ago where I just really post dumb photos of videos of my cats. It's more for me to have videos of my cats than people to actually watch. But at one point, I took a video of Achilles watching Markiplier play Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a long story as to how we ended up on that part of YouTube. But he sat there and watched it for a good 45 minutes, which is hilarious to watch a cat do. And his little ears were twitching. He was really into it. And then, I was like, okay, so does my cat like Markiplier, or does he like Five Nights at Freddy's? Obviously, the experiment had to be conducted. So I put on a different YouTuber playing Five Nights at Freddy's. And he was also very into that. So, obviously, 2 repeated trials, scientific deduction here. I was just like, alright. So I guess my cat likes this video game. And one of the characters wears a little bandana. So I saw this, like, knockoff plushie for nothing online. And I was like, I'm gonna just get that and steal its little bandana so I can put it on Achilles' collar. And I did. And I made a TikTok about using my very precious free time to make my cat a FNAF cosplay. And, yeah. Clearly I'm doing some very important things with my free time. He looks very cute, though. Achilles is a zoomer, shaking your head. He certainly is. He does zoomies all around the house. Ooh, okay, painting Cruel Boys. I've certainly painted a fair share of halves of the Dominion box for Age of Sigmar. I think I've painted almost 2 full Cruel Boys halves, except, like some of them when they didn't need to be put in the list, I just set aside and didn't paint them. It's a fun box, don't get me wrong, a lot of the models are really cool. But, like, I never painted the Merc Knob because I just didn't need him for my tournament list, so he's still sitting around somewhere. I really should paint him. I like him a lot. Achilles. I'm sure he looks quite he looks like a little dork. He looks like just a little baby man. if he decides to come investigate what I'm doing, I'll try and get a shot of him with it. But if you would like to see it on TikTok, I can figure out how to send that to you. It was just silly. It was a silly, stupid little project, but it's very cute. I don't know. I used to worry about being cringe, like, all the time, and, I don't think you have to worry about that. I talk about Warhammer far too much, and also Neopets, and one time I went on a very unhinged rant about, Care Bears, so no one's really made fun of me for any of that in a way that damaged my, like, mental health. I don't think I put these legs on the correct sides. Whoopsies. Yep, that goes there. And this one goes here. Tried to put this Squig's legs on backwards. Silly me. Neopets themed Warhammer army would slap. Thank you, Lily. I agree. I very much agree. I wanted so bad for one of my corn color schemes, one of the Neopets ones that I tried out. I wanted for it to work. I just didn't like how any of them looked. So I don't quite know what the best Neopets to Warhammer project there would be. It's not one that I've given up on, though. Like, I still want to try, because, I mean, if you think about it, right, a squig is just, like, a really demented jub-jub, so you could do it. You could do, like, a Darrigan Citadel, Soulblight Gravelords. I mean, I didn't have Deepkin already kind of have that Maraqua, I don't know how to pronounce any of these fake-ass Neopet words, but they have that kind of feel to them, you know? Now we're gonna put together some squig faces. This sprue feels so much heavier than the other one, and I don't know why. I mean, I could very easily do, like, a chocolate army, right? Like, that would make sense for me. It's just, I don't know that anybody would read that as specifically being, like, Neopets chocolate as just generic candy chocolate. Trying to think of, like, what other icon... Like, when I think of... I would look at that and go, oh, that's a Neopet. It's either gotta be painted starry or painted split. Like, the horrible, just orange and purple, straight down the middle. Those are, like... When I'm thinking Neopets, that's what it is. As much as, God, we're gonna go there with Neopets, apparently. So, like, my ultimate goal that I never managed to achieve because I played Neopets as a child, a not particularly bright child either. I never really understood what the best ways of making Neopoints were. I just like to play the Flash games. I wouldn't say that I was very good at any of them. I just enjoyed them. So I never, like, had enough money to really buy paintbrushes to paint any of my pets. I wanted a fairy Kugra so bad. So bad. That was, like, my ultimate goal. But I couldn't get one because even now, in the current Neopets economy, I think they're, like, 8 million Neopoints? So that's pretty high up there as far as expenses go. I did, at one point, I was the envy of all of my sisters who had Neopets accounts because I used some of my allowance to buy a pack of Neopets trading cards, which I liked because they had pictures of Neopets things in them. As I never played the Neopets TCG, so fortunately I don't know anything about that. But back in the day, all of the plushies that you bought and all of the trading cards came with little codes that you could use for getting prizes on the website, and most of the time they were pretty shitty. It was like, oh, here's 10,000 Neo points, which, you know, that's fine. But this one had, I think it was either, I'm pretty sure it was a split paintbrush. It was one that had purple, I remember distinctly. I'm pretty sure it was split, because it wasn't, like, super expensive or anything like that. But to me, who had never been able to afford any of the Neopets paintbrushes, because, again, I cite the fact that I was very not good at making Neo points, that was basically the best fucking, news I could have ever gotten. And I had a Kugra that was painted split, and I thought it was the coolest thing. Yeah. That's, yeah. Neopets War Game. Oh, dude, yes, Keegan. That would be cool as fuck. I'd be so down for that. That would actually be really fun to, like, make, like a rule set for. I couldn't write any of the rules, right? Because I don't know how to design games, but, like, making a war game where it's, like, Attack of the Unfed Neopets, and it's just, you play as a horde of neglected virtual pets breaking through into, like, the real world to try and either, I guess, like, hunt down other pets, or hunt down the people who neglected you. I don't know. There's a half of an idea there. Oh yeah. There are tons of factions in the Neopet lore. And I had very strong opinions about them as a child. Because despite wanting... Oh god, we're just gonna keep going. Despite wanting a fairy Kugra, I did not trust any of the Neopets fairies. I thought they were all in some sort of major conspiracy. So, obviously, if I did get a fairy Kugra, their backstory would have to be something along the lines of, and then they left Fairyland because it was sucky, and went to go hang out with all the edgy kids. Cause I mean, the Dargan Citadel was where all the spooky, well, not all the spooky, cause Halloween is a color, so I guess that's where all the spooky pets went, but all the edgy, hot topic, goth Neopets hung out there. Hey, sir, little Achilles. Stop chewing on my charging cables, little man. I thought I just told you to stop chewing on the charging cable. What are you doing? This is Achilles. Hi, little man. What you doing down there? And then here's his little bandana. It's very small, right? But there it is. It says "Let's Eat" on it. I don't know if you can see it too good because he's all in shadow. And he's scooching around. Where are you scooching to? What you doing? What was I doing? Did I put that together right? That doesn't look right. I don't think that's right. that can't go together. Oh, no, there's like a big divot there. Okay. That's more right. Okay, I can accept that. And then we're looking for part 36. Little chunkster. Whoever called him that, that's funny. You'd love a secret Jelly World faction, obviously, because it was top secret, and you definitely didn't just have to type neopets.com/jelly into your browser to access Jelly World. You've clearly spent enough time on Neopets to have knowledge of the secret world of Jelly. Neopets, the miniatures game. Fiverr's Neopet lore video when? Listen. Okay, I still maintain a Neopets account, and by maintain, I mean I like check back on it every 3 months just to see what's happened. And to see if I've been kicked out of my guild yet or not, which I haven't. But I totally did have, little backstories for all the pets that I had. I drew pictures of them. All that good stuff. I learned some very basic HTML so I could put up little pages about them. They're called like pet pages. Each of your Neopets have one. Oh yeah. It was definitely, it's like one of my favorite things I ever did as a kid, and I still remember all my passwords and stuff like that, so anytime I need a hit of nostalgia, I'll just log in, play a couple games of pyramids, see what drama is happening on the boards, and then go back to my life. Clearly what I should be doing is, investing in the Neopian stock market so I can come back to, like, millions and millions of Neo points and then buy a fairy paintbrush for my Kugra. Just check that off the old, get credit for doing stuff you wanted to do as a child list. I'm definitely not keeping Neopets alive. Neopets is slowly dying because they're like, oh, we're gonna do Neopets meta and have NFTs and stuff. I think they had NFTs that didn't sell. I don't really know. I can't... Listen. I can barely understand the real economy. If they're inventing new currencies and shit, like, I have dyscalculia. I can barely keep up with real numbers. You can't expect me to understand what the fuck is going on with this fake-ass cryptocurrency and NFTs. I just, no, I'm not gonna do it. I don't give a shit enough. I understand that some people are making a lot of money from it, and I'd usually say good for them, but, like, no. You're not even selling a product or rendering a service or paying someone else to render that product or service for you? You're just making up new ways of money? I don't understand it. And maybe that's on me for not understanding how shit works. Achilles is still scooting around on the floor. What are you doing, my son? Are you looking for Neo points under the couch? Here he comes again. There he is. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, so we did that one. 39 and 40. I'm glad there's other people out there. I mean, Neopets still has a decent amount of users for something that hasn't been culturally relevant for a while. Whoever mentioned Webkins also sent me on a throwback. I remember very much hoping that I would, like, they were very cool. I think I was starting to get just a little too old for them. Like, I think I maybe got 1 or 2 when it seemed like something reasonable for me to be doing with my time. And then my younger sister had a ton of Webkins. So I definitely remember, like, in the mall stopping by. I think it was the Hallmark store that sold a bunch of them. Yeah, see, even with stocks, and, like, I understand in concept that having stock in a company is owning a percentage of it, right? But it's such a small percentage, like, you can't do anything with it. I'm never gonna be owning stocks that are a significant amount where I could be, like, making any decisions or anything like that, you know? So I'm just like, I'm not gonna buy something just to hold on to it to resell it later. That's as bad as those people, like, rushing into Starbucks to buy, like, all the weird cups that everybody's into. Like, just whatever people seem to, be able to buy up in bulk and then resell on eBay. That's just how it feels to me. I'm sure that there are a lot of people who understand the stock market. I have contributions taken out at my job to put into the 401k so that someone smarter than me can figure out how the fuck to invest that. Do not put Games Workshop in my hands. I don't think they would like what I do with the brand and the product. I think I would make a lot of longtime fans of Games Workshop very, very upset. I just don't think I can bring myself to care enough about Space Marines to run Games Workshop. If Space Marines are your thing and you like them, that's good. But I don't feel like I should inherit the company if, like, their core product, their main guys, their big heroes, are just ones that I'm like, yeah, you're kind of boring to paint. I stand no case of inheriting Games Workshop, though, so fear not. That's true. I think Games Workshop still keeps it plenty grimdark. Plus, also, like, if I ran Games Workshop, Nurgle players would hate me because I'd just be like, and you know what we're not releasing again for the 5th year in a row? Any new Nurgle models. 'Cause they're gross. Draken, you seem like you know a thing or two about this, which is impressive. I can't wrap my head around stuff like that most of the time. That's true. I am assuming that they care about the company that they're running, which, to be fair, may be a stretch. But they do seem to care about money, which also seems like a core ability of running a thing that you need. Achilles would make a great chaos god. He'd be very good at his job of sowing chaos. I don't think if I put adorable cats in Warhammer that would go over very well either, though. Although people did respond very well to Crab. I don't know. I like to linger under the belief that some people who run some companies in this world may care about the things that they make, but you're probably right. I just have to have some hope left in this cold, dead heart of mine. That's true. We do have felonids. I'm talking about, like, just for the sake of being cute, though. Like, they don't serve a purpose. They're not an entire race or culture. It's literally just, and for no other reason, there is a cat here. I don't know that looks right to me. That seems to be how things want to fit together. Who am I to say no? I'm just a person with plastic glue all over my fingers. What do I know? Yeah, we're definitely gonna have a limited amount of streamability. When I started the stream, we had like 28% battery, which was cool. We are down to 18%, so I'll let us get down to like 5%, and that's probably where we'll have to end things. So this is turning from a I'll assemble for as long as I want to stream to let's see if I can beat the clock and assemble all of these miniatures before my phone dies. Hi, Raffian. How's it going? God dang it. Ugh. Dropped a piece. Got it back, though. Where was the thing that I just had? Was it you? No. It was you. Yeah, that makes sense. It's probably harder to become a super rich billionaire if you also have to give a shit about the things that you're doing and the product that you're making. This guy's got like a double jaw, almost. He's got a very severe underbite. All of this is pretty out of focus. I'm sorry about that. You guys can tell me when things aren't in focus. I'll make efforts to adjust it. Listen, sometimes we just don't function with 100% battery all the time, and that's okay. It's actually very cool of me to not constantly have to be at 60%. Just occasionally inconvenient. scuffed streams are how you know this is all real. Listen, I couldn't fake this if I wanted to, okay? I don't know what I'd be... what any kind of purpose that would serve if I were just being fake. Oh, but the algorithm would like me to tell you to like and subscribe. And think about becoming a patron if you're not one already. Actually, I don't know if YouTube cares if you advertise your patron. I don't really know. We're getting closer, though. We're getting closer to being monetized. Last I checked, I had 1,904 out of 4,000 watch hours. So slowly but surely, we are making our way there. It'll be fun once I actually do hit that, because then I can, like, put up little buttons for super chats and stuff. I don't know if I understand how to do all of that yet, but Future Fives is gonna figure that out. For now, Current Fives just thinks streaming is really fun. And yes, I am also still making videos. I just... ugh, man. Holidays really can set you back sometimes, because you're just like, I'm gonna do all these fun holiday things. And it's like, great, where's my next video? Is it ready? No. No, it's not. Though the script is written and the model is underway. Dude, I don't need to be Future Fives to be rolling in cat hair, okay? There is plenty of cat hair in this house. Plenty of cat hair makes its way onto models. At some point, you just can't avoid it. It's an inevitability. And there's not really much to be done about it. Lint rollers, grooming your cats, all that kind of stuff. It only helps but so much. Hello, Max. If you're trying to say hello to the world through this platform, I don't know if it has quite the reach of the entire world, but you're more than welcome here. And we're happy to have you. I can't promise you the world, but tonight I can promise you some squig assembly. Are you working on anything cool? You just got an airbrush. Oh, that's awesome. Cat hair is how you properly varnish your models. You would think so, the way that I seem to accumulate cat hair on models, but I don't know that it's the best protective varnish out there. That would also be assuming that I varnish my models, which I need to start doing, and I just haven't really done it yet. Best of luck with your airbrush. I know that there are plenty of airbrush tutorials out there. I've never quite mastered the use of mine, and I don't like it. I know a lot of people like airbrushes because they can do a lot of things that are either harder to achieve with brushes or faster to achieve than with brushes. Speed is never really an aspect of this hobby that I care about. I just try not to put deadlines on things when I am doing them for fun, which is a good way for me to relax and have a nice time with these things. So the speed of an airbrush has no real appeal to me. I do wish that I could get glow effects and smooth gradients a bit easier with a paintbrush, but so much of an airbrush hobby seems to just be cleaning the airbrush and maintaining the airbrush. Washing out the airbrush cup anytime I want to switch colors is just a pain I don't want to have to deal with. Speaking of, well, I can't even call him a pain I don't want to have to deal with. I love dealing with Achilles. He's great. I love dealing with all my cats. Achilles just seems to be the one who wants to be on camera today. Lobster and Hector are both around. They are napping. Sleepy babies. Without an airbrush, what's your strat for big models like your knight? I literally paint them the exact same way as I would a tiny model. I don't even use a bigger brush, if I'm honest, Lily. One time I had, a friend over, while I was painting my mint chocolate knight, and they were like, are you gonna use something else for that? When I just pulled out my little, I think it was just like a size 2 or size 3 brush, and I'm like, no, I'll just paint it. I think that, for me, the focus is never really on, making sure I get something done in the fastest way that I can. Because I find the actual act of painting in itself soothing. It's one of few things that calmed my anxiety when I was in a series of super stressful situations. Nowadays, I'm actually doing for the most part, pretty good with anxiety, which is kind of interesting. I used to paint every day, basically, because I needed a way to calm down. So I never needed, like, that discipline that people have developed of needing to paint every day, where they're like, oh man, I gotta make sure that I actually do this hobby. I was like, I want to feel calmed down. I want to not stress out, so I'm gonna go paint for 4 hours. So it's honestly a little strange sometimes where I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't painted in a few days. Not because I don't want to paint, but because, like, I'm like, oh, I haven't felt stressed about anything. I haven't needed to calm down. I feel like I still paint pretty often, though, and usually for several hours at a time, so I don't think I have a problem, with painting volume? I don't know how to best phrase that. Last year, I kept a track of how many miniatures I painted, and, like, these are finished, fully based miniatures, so even the knight didn't count towards that because his basing isn't done. But it was well over 130 miniatures, so I don't really, I don't stress too much about stuff like that. If I'm having a good time, then that's really what matters. And yeah, I'm working on another knight right now, which is set up over at my other painting station. But I'm doing the same thing, just a regular brush, nothing special, nothing fancy. If you notice on the Mint Titan that I painted, it didn't really require anything that an airbrush would be needed to do. I do wish that I had an airbrush to be able to do, like, a glow effect from the visor. That would have been really cool, but that's about the only thing that I would really change. Maybe I'll just ask to have my friend help me the next time she's over and be like, hey, can you help me just by putting a glow effect on this? Should ask her. She'd probably say yes. Oh, that's fair, yeah. I'm sure that if you live somewhere super cold, an airbrush is a great tool for priming in the winter. I am lucky enough to own the space that I'm living in, so I can just prime miniatures in my basement, if I need to in the winter if it's too cold. I know that's not, generally speaking, an option for most people. supposed to be finding part 57, which is just teeth. Oh, let's see. It looks like my background noise ran out. Let me see if I can get some more background noise going. Give me just a second. Do. There we go. Is this a Nurgle build stream? No, it's not. It never will be. You guys keep asking for Nurgle. It's never gonna happen. Stop trying to make Nurgle happen. There's part 57. Knew I'd find it. Ha! You can't fool me, assembly guide. Actually, you can. Please be nice. I agree. Yep, just let the world fade away until suddenly it's 4 a.m. My biggest problem is remembering to film. That's about the only problem with having a miniature painting YouTube channel, is that you're like, oh shit, right, I have to remember to actually film the stuff that I'm working on. And I'm not always great at getting good shots of stuff. I frequently have stuff... Oh, shit. That's out of focus. Oh, no. His teeth have fallen into his mouth and have plastic glue. I need you to get out of there, teeth. I know, I just said that the assembly guide wouldn't fool me, and hubris or hindsight or Murphy's Law or something is laughing at me. Guys, his teeth are stuck in his mouth. I'm gonna have to see if I can rip this apart. Yeah. Come here, teeth. I don't know why it told you to put the teeth on after the mouth. I think it would be much easier to put the teeth on before. Oh god, it's just all... It's getting all crusty because my fingers are all covered in plastic glue. Now let me pull this apart. Stick the teeth on before sticking these together. That would be the smart thing to do, assembly guide. Squeak. It just wants some tasty teeth. Yeah, well, I would like its teeth on the correct part of the mini. Do I have any thoughts as to the color scheme of these squigs? Well... I have thoughts, I have themes, I have ideas, but some of them, might be, not painted by me in particular, so trying not to have too strong of a vision for these squigs, so that I can kind of wait and see what happens with them. Okay, Games Workshop, tell me why this had to be 3 separate pieces. Why couldn't you just put the teeth on this part of the mold? It's not like you didn't have other squigs with open-mouthed faces with all of their teeth attached. I think you made this one just to spite me. Just to spite me particular, who may not have even existed when you made this kit. I don't know. Probably I did. I don't think it's that old. Strawberry Paul. Squigs' living clown noses. Oh, God. I don't like the thought of that, Topher. That's... Whew. That's a little gross. That's a little Nurgle adjacent there. Alright. Assembly time. Now we stick the faces onto the squig bodies. And it doesn't look like it matters which face we put on which body. Or maybe it does. I don't really think that it does. They seem like they're all supposed to fit together. So let's try this out. Okay, this one, yeah, this is the rocket squig, so you should have a fun expression, I think. I like the idea that he's the one with spit trailing out behind him. I feel like that's appropriate. He's going new. Chocolate fudge squigs. There's a lot of ways I could paint these. I think little pieces of popcorn would be fun. Giving them different animal prints would be fun. Polka dots would be fun. Since I was talking about Neopets earlier, Neopets colors would probably be pretty fun. Squeaks is a Cralium gravel. This is for Sigmar? Yes, Persephone. This is a Age of Sigmar. In this case, Age of Squigmar. Well, yeah, because they're squeaks. Squigmar? That works. I think it's too close to Squidmar, but you know, not affiliated. You chuckled. Good pun. Excellent. Yeah, I think these are really new kids, so I'm probably older than this kid. This kid is not older than me. I'm trying very hard not to pay attention to which head I'm putting on which body, so I get some truly random combinations here. Honestly, I might rip out this one's teeth and just leave him without them, because I think it's kind of funny. And it'll remind me of the struggle I had with these teeth. Yeah. I think it's kind of funnier if he just has some, like, messed up gums. I'm gonna do that. My squig, my way. I loved those super bouncy balls. Could get them out of, like, those 25-cent machines. They were cool. Squigs is chicken nuggets? No, if I do a chicken nugget Warhammer paint job, I want to paint a dreadnought, like a chicken McNugget box. I think that one, the shape is perfect. So that's probably what I would do if I were doing a Chicky Nuggy Warhammer, project. But I don't have a dreadnought, and I'm not intending to buy one anytime soon. This head doesn't want to stick on this body very well. Okay. Maybe you weren't meant for this body. I can put someone else here. How about this guy? No. Okay, this one has a jaw attached. Do you have a specific... Oh, did I leave the jaw attached? I did. Okay. Never mind then. You're going on this body whether you like it or not. Because it's got your jaw. No, the dreadnought very specifically, like, I distinctly remember, like, a white and purple chicken McNugget box, and it's got the same kind of chunky vibes as that dreadnought. And I don't know, like, which specific Space Marine dreadnought I'm thinking of, but I'm, like, thinking of an image of one, and it's very Chicken McNugget box shaped. Not a Happy Meal. Like, I'm not thinking of that packaging. I'm thinking of, like, you open the Happy Meal, and there's a box of McNuggets in there, and it's that box. Happy Meal Venerable Dreadnought. I do like adding in those Warhammer-y words just to make it sound more Warhammer. Squig Squad. Squid. Squad. Squig. Oh, you're saying Squig Squog? Squad. Squid. Squig. That, I had trouble reading that. Liam. Ladies, gentlemen, and those who identify as both or neither. It's Liam from Millennial Model Mayhem. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. This assembly stream is a manic race against time, as my battery is on 14%, and I am trying to finish assembling this entire batch of squigs before the camera dies, and I am no longer able to stream for a little bit. I've learned that some of these heads fit on the bodies way better than others do. Gotta glue fast. Yes, exactly. I mean, it's fine. It's dying, like, slowly over time. It's not, oh man, plummeting. But, yeah, we're losing power gradually. Mundane Twig says, Nuggetist Pattern Chickenist Dreadnought MK3. Mark 3. Yeah, exactly. At Adepticon, if they have the, like, bits vendor, there, which they've had before, someone just selling a bunch of, like, random bits and assembled models and kits and everything, and the prices aren't, like, super low or anything. A lot of them are still, like, basically MSRP, but I can buy single models there, so if I just want, like, one of something to paint, I don't have to buy an entire kit and have a bunch of models, like, sit around and me have nothing to do with them. Which I find helpful. So, am I missing a body somewhere? No. Because I have... How do I have... 3 squig heads? I'm missing a squig body. There's body parts here. I'm gonna have to put together another body. Luckily, these squigs haven't been too complex to assemble, which I personally appreciate. I'm a big Animal Crossing fan. I haven't played in quite a while, because again, it's another one of those things that I really do to reduce stress and anxiety. I played, Wild World a bunch, and New Leaf a bunch, and I have played a fair amount of New Horizons as well, but I think again age plays into a little bit. I definitely had just more time as a child to not have to worry about, like, other shit, so but I do have a Switch, and I do occasionally play some Animal Crossing, every now and again. In a surprise to no one, I have a bakery-themed island. Shocker, I know. And my character's name on the island is Chou, spelled C-H-O-U-X. like, choux pastry, which is, what, like, you use to make cream puffs and eclairs and stuff like that. Eclairs are good. What's the island called? The island is called Flour Town, but it is spelled Flour, so like flour for baking. Clearly that was a very important question. Yeah, it's called Flour Town. Yeah, I've got a lot of like the food-themed villagers. Like, Ketchup the Duck, who I built, a little Mothman pizza parlor for. I've got Zucker the Octopus, who has, like, a little, sushi fishing place. I've got, Knox the chicken isn't food inspired, but he is my favorite Animal Crossing villager, so I have him. I've got the rhino who looks like a strawberry shortcake, whose name escapes me at the moment. She's there. Who else do I have? Oh, I've got one of the Sanrio villagers. The elephant with, like, a teacup on her head. The angler squig. That one is fragile because of the dingle doofer. Very technical term you're using there. Dingle doofer. That doesn't sound appropriate. You're probably right, though. We'll take special care of him. Alrighty. All squigs are assembled but not put on their bases, which is fine. I can take care of that. Let's put together... Oh, man! I really have to choose whether I want the squig herder with the bagpipes or the one with the plates. I want both of them! I want them both! I want both of them! Don't make me choose! This is so sad! I don't want to have to choose between these two. I like them both! I mean, the bagpipe one is the sillier one, and is clearly the correct option, but I didn't think I was gonna have to choose. Maybe I can kind of stick the other face and weapons on the other one? Let's see. Let's make the bagpipe one correctly. And then see if I can't just sort of fake it with the other one. Who cares about tournament legality, am I right, Lamau? I'm assuming these fit together somehow. Or are you part of the other one? You're part of the other one. That's the wrong piece that I need. Is that the wrong piece that I need? $58 and $59. I'm having a grand old time here, I promise you. Tournament legal, that's just big words. That reminds me of that, like, meme about DW and Arthur, and she's like, that sign says keep out. Good thing I can't read. Yeah, I'm building the one with bagpipes, okay? I promise. That is clearly the funnier of the two, so that one's getting built correctly. It's just a matter of, can I manage to build the other one too, so that I can have the ones that I actually like. Because the other one I don't like as much. He's still fine. He's a good goblin, don't get me wrong. But I thought I was gonna not have to choose. And they're putting me in a real goblin catch-22 here. One will stand, one must fall. No, why can't they all just get along? This isn't a fight to the death. This is a weird-ass little hole to try and fit a piece into. Oh, it goes like that? That's actually not bad. It's weird in, like, how it appears, but an actual fit together, it's not bad. Twig, you're just making up all these words. You really expect me to read that message out? You're playing some Dr. Seuss games over there. I love this little guy. His little bagpipes. He's perfect. Nothing should ever hurt him. He will never die. Alright, let's see if I can force this other goblin body onto this other. Let's see if... I mean, that doesn't work literally at all. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't see a way of making these fit together without some significant effort and green stuff, and also he would end up with, like, a turtle shell in the middle of him. Which, don't get me wrong, is kinda neat. But it's also not helpful. Let's see, actually, what does the other pieces of this look like? Because it does have a foot. It does have a leg. Maybe by putting that leg in there we'll get somewhere. I don't know. I'm not even hopeful. I daren't say hope is here. Bagpipe plot armor. Time to bust out the putty. Time to get the green stuff. Guys, I don't want to have to green stuff this. I really don't. Okay, but now it almost looks like it could work. Obviously the shoulder pads are, like, in the way, so I'd have to cut them off. Do I commit to this? Do I commit to... Yeah. Fuck. Let's do it. There's one shoulder pad. Brand new kit, and I'm just gonna carve it up. I am not a kit basher at heart. This wounds me. I'm not good at these sorts of things. But much like any other skill in the world, the only way to get better at them is to do them. Yeah, because then it almost looks like he could be stuck right on there. With, honestly, pretty minor gaps to fix. He's a little bit more humpbacked than before, to be sure, but he very much fits. There's just kind of a gap that I would have to fill with some green stuff, which I'm probably not going to do tonight. But it's not egregious. When I'm bitching about this later, though, guys, I'm gonna say that you bullied me into trying it. I'm gonna curse everybody in this chat. Every single one of you who was like, just do it. Cursing every single one. Yeah. He does look pretty cute, though, honestly. Okay. I'm not mad at you, chat. I'm not mad. I'm pretty pleased. Yeah. Look at him. So, here. Can we focus, camera? Could we do that? That would be really cool if we could focus. No? Hello? Okay. So you see him there. You can see that gap that needs to be fixed. But, I mean, I don't think other than that he looks out of place. I mean, they do give you all kinds of, like, spare little mushroom gubbins. What if I just stuck a mushroom in there? Forget green stuff. Let's patchwork this shit. I could literally just put a mushroom growing out of his back, and that seals up that gap entirely. Look at that! Hell yeah! He's our original OC now. Don't still. Fiverr the Wargamer? Oh no. Yeah, get some rest, Ano. It's late where you are, if I recall. Okay, I might actually need to stick that down with some more glue. But, that mushroom totally sealed the gap in a way that I don't hate. There's green stuff, and then there's mushroom stuff. Yeah, now I have a unique model that only I have. What are we gonna name him? I really like him a lot. He kind of, like, the turtle shell thing on his back is giving me, like, Dark Souls NPC vibes. Like Dark Souls 3, when there's just that bridge of all those, like, weirdly dying turtle creatures. Someone knows what I'm talking about. Other options we had for gap fillers are different mushrooms. And then there's, like, this really wackadoo snail thing that I love. So maybe we'll put that on his base as, like, a pet. Mike, short for mycelium. Lucius, that's a good suggestion. No, I didn't see the message that you sent me, Twig. I haven't checked my messages in the past hour or so since I've been streaming. Derek? No, we are not going to name him Derek. Clong? That's a pretty good suggestion. The bridge with all the pilgrims from Londor. Yeah, see, I knew there was at least one other Dark Souls aficionado in this chat. Draken, have you played Bloodborne? That's my favorite Soulsborne game. And, possibly, spoiler alert, partially the topic of my next video. It's Starboy? No. Starboy has a star antenna coming out of their little head. This goblin has a mushroom coming out of their little back. That's totally different. Deet, because he's a grot. Oh, yeah, I like that. I could name him Deet. Liam, as though I haven't been talking with you about my next video. Honestly. Name them Rom after the vacuous spider? That's pretty good too, Digital Dryad. You've played all of them, including the OG Demon Souls. Oh, very cool. Bloodborne has a special place in my heart because it was the first real quote-unquote video game that I ever played. Pretty much the only games that I had played before Bloodborne were Animal Crossing, Hamtaro, Ham Heartbreak, Zoo Tycoon, and those Nancy Drew computer games. Oh, and like Pajama Sam. So you gotta think about what a shift it is to go from Pajama Sam to Bloodborne. Well, Soda, speaking from my own personal bias on my own channel, where of course all of my opinions are the correct one, infallibly, Bloodborne is the best one, and you should probably play it. That's true. That's true. All games are real games. I don't mean that as like, because I do consider Animal Crossing and all that real games. I just don't have a great way of, like, conveying what I mean in the terms of, like, the different games. I did literally buy a PlayStation 4 to play Bloodborne. Yeah, I was playing, like, cuter games and then... Well, I mean, I love creepy stuff like Bloodborne. I'm just not as good at, like, drawing it, or... I don't know. I feel like my art, the kind of art I like to make is very cute, and then the kind of art I like to consume, I often do like spookier stuff. I love horror films. I love bloody, violent things. I love Castlevania. I love Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. I really enjoyed Chainsaw Man. I really enjoyed Dororo. What other bloody things have I watched? There's a lot of stuff. The Pug Mage, the Squigs are going good. We are at 9% battery, so we have 4% left for me to attach everything to its base, and then call it a night for the stream. To be fair, I've been going for an hour and 40 minutes on the stream, so I don't feel like I'm cheaping out just because my phone is about to die. But, I have been recommended Corpse Party. I have never watched or played Corpse Party. So I've not tried that one out, but maybe I should. Thank you for believing in me, Liam. The power was inside me all along. Oh, I enjoyed Evangelion. That's got a surprising amount of blood in it. Wasn't expecting the Gundams to fucking bleed, I can tell you that. Liam and a lot of the other people who hang out in the Sugar Candy Miniatures Discord, which I can post a link to in the chat, or if somebody else wants to post a link to it, they can. I don't know if, you actually can. I might need to post the invite. Hang on. Boopity boopity boop. I'll grab that link. Let me just... It's a cool place where we hang out and talk about stuff, and then when I was watching Evangelion for the first time, I was just basically tagging them as spoilers, but posting my live reactions to things. A lot of it was just exclamation points and me being like, what the fuck is going on, in a very interested way. I could write an entire essay about how episode 12 of Evangelion, the one where they go out for ramen at the end and they have to learn how to perfectly synchronize with each other so they can catch the, like, bomb thing that's falling from the sky, is, like, the perfect episode. It's my favorite, so I don't know. I can't even say I'm biased. I just think it's really good. Please try the anime. It's basically just the plot points and gory bits of the first game without the tedious reading and simple RPG puzzles. Okay. Episode 19 might be your favorite. Liam, remind me in the vaguest possible terms which one episode 19 is. Have good taste. I'm glad you think so. It's certainly very eclectic. And there's been things that people recommend to me, and, like, I try out for an episode or two, and I'm just like, nope, don't like this, or it doesn't hold my interest. Like, I don't remember if it was Anho or someone else who recommended Archive 81 to me on Netflix, which seems like it should hold my attention and be full of stuff that would interest me, and I watched, like, 3 or 4 episodes, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get back to this. Did have a sick, Secret of Nim moment, though. The one with the dummy pie. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's very fair. Good choice. I'm still working my way through JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I just keep getting distracted by other things and then watching them instead. I started watching an anime about skateboarding. I didn't get I watched like 2 episodes the other night. I can't decide if I love it or hate it. But there is a character who does calligraphy, which is cool because I like to do calligraphy. Have you tried Made in Abyss? I've heard that one's really good. It's on my list of things to watch. Someone was like, oh, you like The Promised Neverland, you should probably watch Made in Abyss. And I don't know if the two are very similar or if it's just that they have, like, child characters. Yeah, Twig, there's a skateboarding anime. They literally talk about learning how to ollie in episode 2. It's called, Skate the Infinity. So maybe it can teach you how to ollie. I don't actually know how accurate the skateboarding is. But it is newer. We also did it. We have 4% battery left, so I'm going to be wrapping this up pretty much now so that my phone doesn't completely die. But we have assembled everything. From the first of these Squig kits. More to come in the future. I hope you have a great time tonight. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. Be good to each other, and I'll see you in the next one.